Um, hey, so, uh, here is one of the videos that I was gonna be afraid would happen one day. Um, I had a huge setback, and, but I told you I would be completely transparent, and moving forward, um, I've got to make a change. So, thought I was doing pretty okay. I started noticing and I even made a video on a couple different shorter term setbacks that lasted only an hour. And that part was fine. Had a really hard setback on Monday. This is Wednesday. I had probably the worst break since November. Now, in November, I was fully medicated, 100%. As best as I could be. I mean, I missed a day here and there, but for the most part, I was taking everything all the time. Here, I was titrating. I think that's the right word, and I was thinning out how much I was taking from 7 days to 5, and I was down to 3 to 4. But then I had a complete collapse on Monday morning. So what I'm sharing with you is just, this is the process. And what is my next step? I'm going to go back on 7 days. And the next time I start backing off will be with some follow-up with my doctor. Till now, I've had some hesitations about even bringing it up with my doctor. I don't trust the doctors because they've never suggested anything but medication, which is never moving you toward any kind of real solution or cure. It's just management. So I'm not sure how he's going to take it, but I will let you know. Tomorrow I'm going to call my psychiatrist. Dr. Kane is who I see in Fishersville. However, as much of a hard setback as Monday was, some interesting positives came out of it. I was arrested on Monday by a completely jerkwad cop, and I hope he sees this, to be honest, because he was a complete jerk. I may have made him a jerk because he arrived when I was in a manic breakdown, and when you're in that state, you're not good to be around. But I didn't ask him to put on a badge, so while I know that I could have put him in the wrong place by being a jerk to him, I didn't ask him to be a cop either. Having said that, the breakdown continued to get bad through the day of Monday and into Tuesday. Mostly Monday afternoon and evening, when I was in, it's a solitary confinement for everybody. When you're arrested, you go into intake, and you're just in a room all by yourself, no windows, no nothing, for 24 hours. And then I saw the judge by video, and now the breakdown that continued on Monday, I didn't really contemplate suicide, but I will tell you that I got about as close to it as I could come. Um, just really wanting to give up. But, but, there's a big but that's a positive but. I pushed through just as far as continuing to pray. And in a weird way, from then till now, they moved me from, well, they just, well, like everybody, you go from that to being taken into general population, into a quad with 18 guys. And that, between the whole situation of these last 72 hours, it's almost like my head got cleared. It was in a weird way, it was sort of like a detox of my head. I don't know how to explain it. It's the strangest thing. But I went from having the worst psychosis that I can remember to actually having the clearest head sitting in the quad with these guys. The guys, most of the guys in there were more relatable than you'd realize for me. It wasn't bad. You know, guys get upset, they get into fights, but it's like over stuff that you sort of wish you could do in the real world. Like, don't take my crap, you know? You know, on the outside, somebody does that, you get in a fight, you get arrested. There, you square it away. The worst people in that section of general population were the COs, frankly. The correctional officers were the biggest assholes in the whole place. Liars. I guess it's deliberate because they don't give a crap. Even all the inmates, some of them had been there for a little bit, said, yeah, they're assholes here, but when you know, if you get out on outside the point, you know, outside trash pickup and think they're actually really cool. But on the inside, they're complete jerks. So I don't know if it's part of their job description to be an asshole while you're inside. I don't know. Anyway, but it's like my head got cleared. I really don't understand it. I'm completely confused by it. It's like I hit rock bottom, like rock bottom. I thought I hit rock bottom before, but this was different. This was like a complete emotional breakdown. These guys were even okay when I had a little bit of, I was so afraid, frankly, to be vulnerable in there. But I couldn't keep from tearing up a little bit. I was thinking about my kids, and kind of like I am now. And I was hiding it at first, a couple times. But you know, the guys in there were actually better than any of the people I've met that wore badges on the outside. You know, fuck all those people with badges. They're all jerkweeds, I think. But they were great guys. Anyway, my head got a little clear. I don't understand it. I spiraled all the way down into hell. And my head got cleared a little bit. Don't really get it. I could tell I was moving into psychosis Monday morning. I could feel it in my head. It's, if you have what I have, you'll get this, but it's like if you can imagine being pricked all over your body with like tacks, and somebody pricking you with tacks all over your body constantly, at some point you're just gonna lash out and start smashing them. You just can't handle another prick. That's how it feels, like this pain in your head. It's like, I can't handle another prick. So here's this is what I wanted to share. I just got out of jail. And somehow I went to all the way down and I came all the way back up. They don't give a crap about you in jail. They don't give you they all asked, all the people asked, hey, you take medications? Yep. Did they ever give a crap? Nope. Told them I take insulin? Do you think I saw any of that? Nope. If you're going to jail and you're diabetic, you're screwed. Going to jail and you need medications, you're screwed. So try not to do it. Definitely try not to do it, because they don't give a crap about you. They'll let you. They would have let me spiral into low blood sugar and a diabetic coma before they worried about it. But my only advice there is try not to get in there. Although I think you'll meet some great guys, I believe it or not, if you do. Salt of the earth people that can accept you for who you are in a way that people on the outside kind of can't. My message, this message, be really careful if you titrate. I don't have any advice on how to do it yet. I've got to do it eventually. I've got to figure that out, because I am not doing this just to stay on meds the rest of my life. So, the good news is somehow my brain strengthened over those couple of days, because I couldn't even take meds. I would have taken them if I was home, but I didn't have the option. The other thing is, an interesting silver lining to the diet. It could be I've had positive rebounds over the past month, which I didn't used to have before. So yes, while I've hit these downs, I've bounced back a little faster. Even in my worst, there on Monday I came back by Tuesday to a clearer head. Kept the diet while I was in there. You know, they don't give a crap about you, like I said. They give you all kinds of shit food, too. But I picked at it. The couple of things that were meat. There was a chicken breast on the one, chicken patty. And some meat, hamburger on the one day. But it was kind of funny, because the meals that when I went into the pod, you make friends quick when you give away your cake, let me tell you. And the rolls and the cookies. Do you need any of that? So I picked it. I ate about a third of the trays that they brought to us for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. About a third, probably a third's about right. And I gave the rest away. And that was, you make friends quick doing that. So silver lining to everything if you look for it. Bottom line, be really careful if you titrate. I've got to do it, but I'm going to try and do it. I will try and do it again. I'll try, and if my doctor's not going to work with me on this diet, then I'm going to go to another doctor. But I think Dr. Kane's pretty cool. I just was kind of afraid to bring up that I'm doing something that, he hasn't suggested yet. So we'll see how that goes. I hope you guys are doing well. If you're following me and you just want to be a fly on the wall and watch how I fail, you're not going to see me fail forever. The one thing also I'll leave with you for today, here on Wednesday, the 24th, I had 3 steps forward from February till now. I feel like I kind of took 2 steps back. However, I'm still 1 step forward. Okay, I'm still 1 step forward. I'm not all the way. I didn't go all the way back to square one. I've had some positive rebound that I've experienced. Super happy about that. Even looking back on it, I knew God was there with me. That's a personal thing, but I had some comfort there. And didn't even break the diet in prison. So, well, I wasn't in prison, I was in jail. But so but I didn't go all the way back. I'm still a step forward, and the step forward is I didn't have to break the diet to go through all that hell. And I think I'm starting to rebound a little quicker. Even on the worst, I got a rebound within 24 hours. And that was the worst I've had since I can remember. That rebound, that drop on Monday, that crisis on Monday that I experienced, is probably the worst I've had since I can remember. And I still came back 24 hours later with a clear head. So, right? I mean, I've just got to get to a place where they don't happen at all. The other thing that I'll share with you is I got a real clear picture of what I can't handle. And what happened on Monday, I don't want to get into a specific detail, but I'll tell you that it's real clear to me what I can't handle. What happened on Monday was related to something I can't handle. It conflicts with my abilities to just manage right now. And I will share that with you, but for privacy reasons, I don't want to do that right yet. Privacy reasons of family members. So I'm not going to share that with you yet, but I will one day. But there's something there that I just can't handle, and so I have to make a hard decision that I'm not gonna do it anymore. I tried. I've tried, and I failed at handling a certain thing, and I accept that this is something I can't handle. So all I can say there is, if you can recognize something that is impossible for you to handle, at least for now, don't fight it. Accept it. Accept that you can't handle it, so that you don't fight a losing battle. My goal is to be able to down the road, but just for now I can't. So, all right, I wanted to share this mostly because I promised you I'd be transparent. So I'm being transparent. There's been growth over the last couple months. I had a huge setback. It wasn't all the way back to square one or zero. 3 steps forward, but I'm still 1 step, 2 steps back, but I'm still a step forward. So I'll share more tomorrow. I hope y'all have a great night.